I think there's nothing more compelling than being able to create a world that you can reach out and touch and it like responds to you.
Yeah, I like improvisation, I like jazz, and games afford me a similar sense of expression. I feel like games for me come from that same headspace as making music.
The fact that I ask a person to interact with it means they're part of that art, and I feel like whatever happens is more impactful to them because they're participating with whatever horrible thing they're in or good thing they're in. It's meaningful to you because you're sharing an experience.
The fact that you really have to engage with a game, have to play a game, to interact with it, I think is something really powerful and kind of unique.
People talk a lot about how games are unique because they're interactive and because how they immerse you, but a lot of what people don't focus on as much, except when you talk about narrative games, is how choice plays such a big part in that.
Games are a really powerful way to tell stories that matter.
These days we have lots of different ways of telling stories, and video games are one of those ways. They're in fact a very impactful, I think, kind of way to do that. If you've ever played something like Cart Life or Papers, Please, or one of the games that kind of seeks to put you in one of these systems and tell you the story of how various things work by enmeshing you in it, you can see the power of that storytelling right there.
It lets you deal with difficult things without having the weight of them on you. And you get to sort of explore these interesting rural spaces, even in just like a game like Skyrim that isn't necessarily about moral choice.
Is that instead of only reading the story, the players can make choices and affect the end of the story. So that's why I think games are really meaningful.
Games all represent sort of different ways of thinking and models of the world and who you are, and can really impact your identity. This is a concept I heard called bleed, about the things you bring into games and the things you bring out of games, and I think stuff like that is really important and meaningful.